so ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you!
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and get out of that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mike el jefe. ビッグマイクとチーフ。ミクマイและหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Hello.
What
is there?
There's a rotten corpse of a slug down there.
Corpse of a slug?
Corpus Christi.
Corpse of a slug. That should be the name of your special.
Don't pick it up, you mad cunt.
Fuck.
And then you touch the microphone.
Shut up. Yeah. OCD.
Jesus
wagon.
Christ almighty.
Sure, you've a disease of the mind.
Oh, absolutely, more than one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're the dirtiest man to be obsessed with cleanliness I've ever come across.
Yeah, that is true. It's other people's dirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't touch traffic. You know, when
you like it when you know it comes from the source.
Exactly. Yeah, I wouldn't have any problem now with sleeping in my own shite, but I won't touch like traffic light stop button. You know, when you touch the pedestrian light.
Yeah.
I won't touch that. I touch it with my elbow like that.
Would you touch a lollipop lady?
Depends on her age.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, no, her age.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to escape on foot. But I tidied my room there today for the first time in 7 months.
Yeah.
Because the Louis the Kid is visiting from Berlin.
Louis the Kid. I told him we'd have him on the podcast.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
I did, yeah.
We'd corrupt that young man. He's a sweet, innocent boy.
He is a nice little boy.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if he could handle the shed of truth.
I don't think he could.
At his age.
Yeah, I think he would. He's like 24, but like he has the
this
face
place is like
and
Chernobyl. You'd come out with your fucking an ear growing out your forehead.
It would.
Do you know what I mean?
You would. Yeah.
The radiation in this place is fucking scandalous.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you know this? I just got told this earlier. Did you ever watch that show Chernobyl?
I did. Yeah, it was fucking
about
hilarious.
9/11, I think. But it was
a plane flew into a nuclear reactor in Chernobyl.
The show Chernobyl, I think it was about the Irish Civil War.
Yeah.
But so in that show, so there was like a town nearby Chernobyl,
right?
And like the whole thing was blown up to pieces. You know, the whole thing was fucking blown up. So all the villagers in this nearby town brought their children out and their mistresses and their horses or whatever.
Goldfish.
And the goldfish and everything. Even though the goldfish would fucking forget it 5 seconds later, this stupid cunt. But anyway, they brought them all out to look at the big burning building going up and everything. And then they were all like, yay, yay.
Yeah.
And they're all clapping, and it was like the 4th of July. And every single one of them died.
Yeah. Making precious family memories. Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Instantly, or like
no. They
all
died
got cancer.
They all died slow radiation deaths.
Right, which is like the worst death.
Huh?
Which is like the worst death.
The worst
ever.
death you could have.
Yeah.
You're just slowly melting, but then like the fireworks were good.
Yeah.
You know, the horse melting in the corner, just
fucking
dirty bastards.
Barry Keoghan going around shooting fucking dogs. Do you remember that?
Well, no, wasn't he threw a firework at a cat?
That's in Love Hate, but in Chernobyl, he's in Chernobyl.
Is he in Chernobyl as well?
And he's shooting wild dogs.
To be fair, fucking Owl Keoghan now, he looks like he might have fucking been born in Chernobyl.
He does actually. Yeah, he has the face of a
like
melted welly.
He looks like, someone told me recently that he looks like his mother was on the fucking scoop while she was pregnant with him.
Well, yeah, I'd say she was, because she fucking OD'd. She died. She OD'd in front of him, I think.
But she gave him like a fucking, she gave him a fucking melted welly face that just happens to look unbelievable on camera though. So he should be thanking his lucky stars his mother was a fucking lush.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He kind of looks like Alf, the alien life form puppet that the most gorgeous man in Ireland, Mark O'Keefe, was talking about. I find Keoghan attractive in a weird way, but then you see some photos of him and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He does have a Chernobyl-esque fucking face, but he is in Chernobyl and he shoots dogs. He shoots like wild dogs in Chernobyl.
He should have put Peacock out of his misery when
he should have. Yeah, I mean, I think that was his plan.
He put Peacock down.
Yeah, I think that was his plan when he invited him back to his hotel room. He was gonna fucking harpoon him. But
he's in the new season of Top Boy.
I saw that. Yeah.
Have you
as
been
an
watching
Irish?
it?
No. Have you been watching it?
as an Irish Skelly.
Yeah, is he? Yeah, he's
As
kind
an
of like
Irish-
a
as an Irish
Kinahan.
hood.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a hoodlum.
Yeah, he is in it, and then he's like part of the show is in part of the show. Then the English lads, the lad that Barry works for is his older his uncle
Yeah,
is called Tig, but all the English lads are calling him Tag.
tag, you're it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like fucking idiots.
yeah,
That'd be stupid cunts. No wonder you're not getting out
Yeah.
of that housing estate.
yeah. Are you watching Top Boy? Like,
Oh,
are you
yeah.
into it? yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming up to the last episode of it now.
Right, is it good?
Yeah, it is good now. It kind of got a bit sensationalist. So the first 2 seasons were called Top Boy Summer House. They're written by a Northern Irish fella.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because he'd know the most about what
Being
black
black.
people are up to.
Being black in London. Yeah,
Being
yeah.
black in London.
Yeah.
Because he has his fucking eye on him. He's as racist as BJ's.
Right.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had his binoculars out for years to try to see what they were up to.
Yeah.
So he wrote the series on it. But he's always actually planting some Irish characters in there.
Yeah, he's given the boys
Yeah.
a leg up in the industry. Like
in the other seasons, he had this Irish lady played a whore called Lizzie.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was just she was I suppose she wasn't technically a whore, she was actually a business person, but
Right. Was it his mom?
she was a slapper. What?
Was it his mom?
I don't know if it was his mom. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Imagine
But
casting your own mom as a fucking
As a-
whore,
as a whore.
in your TV show.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'll slip right into this role, mother. This won't be a stretch, mother.
You've been practicing for this role your entire life, you whore.
Yeah, cheap minx.
Yeah. And you're a fan of Top Boy.
Oh, lad. Top Boy is fucking class because they...
Do you ever watch it and you think, oh, I'd love to be kind
Yeah.
of a black man in London in a gang?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because you could just say, you go, like this, they do a lot of this.
Yeah, they kiss
So-
their teeth.
Yeah, when you say something stupid.
Yeah.
Like if you came in now and you were like, oh, I sucked off this fella in a hotel room and it looked like he was shagging him up.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, like they wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't like you full stop now.
No, they wouldn't. I've learned that.
Yeah.
I've learned that, Jeff, from doing
For being
black
gay.
rooms. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They'd have no
Then-
time
yeah.
for you, lad.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Or the trans community.
No.
No.
Like they think now, like they kind of would just think now that you're just kind of a nasty man, like.
Yeah, they'll tolerate it, but they won't. They wouldn't be like a best man at your wedding now if
Yeah.
you're gonna have a gay wedding. Like, but
Did you know that like back in the day, like I think up until like the late 1800s, that was when like the German scientists came, like they were the first ones to come up with this thing of like, okay, it's not a choice to be gay. Like they did the tests on it. Of course, they did the testing.
Yeah.
So it's, we must do the
yeah,
experiments
because
ourselves.
they're the important things you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, just being gay, people just thought you were just being rude.
Doing it for the crack, like.
Yeah, but you're just a rude, like,
Yeah,
just fucking
you're a
nasty
rapscallion.
Just
Yeah.
a completely, someone who's just completely lost their marbles.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
It just goes to show you, like, nowadays the scientists were trying to figure out the cure for cancer. How do we fix climate change? You know what I mean? How do we solve the great economic problems of our times? AI, and back then it was like, we need to find out if being gay is a choice.
It's a
just like,
choice.
get
We need
two
to
men in a room and have them fuck and see how much they enjoy it. Like, it's just bizarre.
See if we must test the babies.
yeah.
We must see if the babies,
Yeah.
if they are born like this or not. So
Yeah.
what you do is go over there and try to suck off the baby.
Yeah.
And if you resist,
Yeah.
then his straight baby.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah,
he
yeah.
says yes, well then, happy
It's like,
days.
hey, baby, yeah.
Yeah, gay baby.
Yeah.
But before that, it was just that gay people were just like too horny for their own good.
Yeah.
You just kind
They
of
couldn't get enough women.
shag
so they were
anything.
Like Fassbender and Shame.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, I need to put my penis in something.
that's right.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like shoplifting, or like you were just being a little bollocks.
Yeah.
What are you doing, shagging young
Yeah.
Timmy over there? Would you get the
In a
hell?
way, Yeah.
And you're
yeah.
you're a bad egg, O'Brien.
Yeah.
You're a bad egg.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
yeah. There's a guy. What's his toes? The guy who's like Kinsey. You know
Oh
him?
yeah,
The Kinsey
the
scale.
Kinsey scale.
Yeah, the Richter
This is
scale.
how you marry Kinsey scale. How you measure earthquakes.
Yeah, it's how you measure when two men fuck.
Yeah.
It's how you measure the tremors
The
that
the tremors
penetration
that,
cause.
that fucking go through society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Kinsey
The,
scale.
the societal damage done.
Yeah. Yeah.
By two men.
I fucked a lad last night. It was a 7.5 on the Kinsey scale.
20,000 people have been left homeless by you shagging a man last night.
Buildings were collapsing in Morocco. Oh my god! I think that's what happened in Morocco. Two lads just shagged each other so hard that it caused the earthquake in Morocco.
Lad, I think there could have been something like that, because I know a girl now that's going out with a Moroccan fella, and she visits him in Morocco and all.
Moroccan roll.
Moroccan roll, absolutely. Morocco de Casbah.
Yeah.
But so can you smell what Morocco is cooking?
Yes.
But
hummus.
So she's going out with your man, and she was saying now he'd be homophobic as sin, like.
Right. Yeah.
Like the Moroccans would like be fucking would paint a cave with you, like.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That kind of sounds appealing in a sexual, like.
Yeah.
I'll fucking paint the cave with you.
It does.
Because the cave could mean your asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in your
Yeah, but paint the cave. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's homophobia is just rampant.
I was thinking this, and I think this might change your look as a gay man in London, because everybody like that you're ginger.
Yes.
To start referring to your asshole as Terry's chocolate orange.
It's good. Yeah, you can break it into pieces. Yeah. Share it with your friends.
There's no tastier bit of chocolate on the market.
Oh man, Terry's chocolate orange, man. Remember the big fat broad that used to? What was her name?
Dawn.
Dawn French.
Dawn Spanish.
Yeah, she'd be lying on the couch like bleeding
like
Jabba. She'd be like Jabba the Hutt.
She was like Jabba the Hutt.
Lying on this couch,
For
fucking
fuck's
shoving
sake.
Terry's chocolate orange into
Wouldn't
her
work to
face,
warm
like,
herself.
Yeah.
It's
Who
not.
was- yeah.
It's not Terry's orange. It's my orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
it's
the
like,
oranges.
would you ever get up and go for a walk or
Yeah.
something?
Remember I did an open mic
Fucking
once,
hell.
and the host did a joke about Dawn French, which is like, it was like a Terry's chocolate orange. It was a joke about the Terry's chocolate orange adverts, which haven't been on TV for like years, right?
But they got imprinted in our
Yeah,
minds.
because she died of diabetes or whatever. And he did
Pretty sure she's still alive, Chief.
I don't know.
But she's dead to me.
Yeah, but the big D is coming for her.
Yeah.
And this guy made a joke about Dawn French, and there was this guy in the front row, just a middle-aged guy by himself, and he was like, "You've crossed the line now. You can't be making fat-phobic jokes about Dawn French." And he was being dead serious,
Yeah.
like, and he stormed out of the room, and I was like, "Is that Dawn French's son or something?" Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just the funniest thing to get outraged
Young
about.
Donnie French.
Yeah, exactly. All the things that are said at open mics, some guys like, "Can't be joking about Dawn French." It's
Like,
just so stupid.
yeah,
like,
where do you come to the line where it's just something is offensive to anyone? Like someone is going to be mortally offended by a Dawn French joke. The face of Terry's chocolate orange. Jesus Christ.
What was she known for before Terry's chocolate orange?
There was a sitcom called French and Saunders, which was very popular in Britain because they're like everyone here is like mentally challenged.
Yes.
Says
the man wearing a helmet. But it's true. It's
the man legally required to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
So that all my ideas don't get out.
Yeah.
So French and Saunders was like a show that was massive here, but it didn't really get to Ireland because
were they like two detectives or something?
No, I just think they were two big
Balubas,
two big fat women.
Is Saunders a woman?
Yeah, so Dawn would lie on one couch and the other one would lie on another couch, and they'd see who can eat the most chocolate in half an hour. And that was the sitcom every week, and people fucking loved it.
Whoever did it got the Terry's chocolate orange job.
Terry's chocolate orange job at the end.
Yeah,
and of course, her Dawn made fucking mincemeat or one. Like,
oh, I'd say so, yeah. She's 90% mincemeat.
Who?
Dawn French.
Yeah. Oh, throw a bit of pasta on her and you have a bolognese.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. My God,
the parsley
man.
on her, you've got a fucking
Dolmio
day.
French and Saunders. It does sound like a detective team.
It does, yeah.
Just two fat women just.
Yeah, no, they were two big fat women. I love that though. There are some shows that just were big in the UK, and then like in Ireland we're like, that's absolutely shite.
Yeah, well
and
then
the little people here are like, oh, it's hilarious. It's one of like Doctor Who or something.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Doctor Who gives a fuck.
Doctor fucking yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I think there's a fucking.
It's like, did you see the new Doctor Who's a woman? Who gives a fuck? I never gave a fuck about Doctor Who in the first place.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Make Doctor Who a fucking slug. I don't give a shit.
Doctor Who, a hullabaloo.
This lad could get cast as a new Doctor Who.
It's just ridiculous. And then like, was the UK like the birthplace of like, or England the birthplace of like these like Carnation Street, Emmerdale,
Soaps.
fucking soaps? Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do with the fucking some soap.
You could do
but
a drop of soap yourself.
Yeah, I could.
Chief.
Yeah, but like, and then the Ireland were like, we'll do that, and then they made Fair City, which is just. I've had a conspiracy about Fair City that's kind of like the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Where all the actors are actually trapped on the set of Fair City against their will. They're not allowed to see their families.
It's hard to believe anyone wants to be there.
Oh, it's so depressing.
Yeah. It's one of the,
so depressing.
as an actor, imagine
Yeah.
you train as an actor, you go to acting school, you have posters, Robert De Niro on your fucking wall.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're doing little
You're
impressions where like, you
Stanislavski.
talking to me?
Stanislavski. Yeah.
Meisner, Jack Nicholson's
Yeah.
your hero. You watch clips of him in fucking A Few Good Men, just be like, you can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
And then you end up just sitting having a cup of tea with Bella Doyle for 40 years on Fair City. For 40 years.
And then whenever someone challenges on it, you're like, here, listen, it pays the bills. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's all I've ever heard from a Fair City actor.
Oh yeah, like from actors that I know, when you
Yeah.
start talking shit about Fair City, they're like, listen, man, it's a good paycheck, it's a reliable job in an industry that's very
I
precarious.
bet it
like-
pays less than the Dole. I bet it pays less than the fucking Dole.
Oh, that would be so
But
funny,
I think
yeah.
what they get is they get to live in Carrickstown. So
Yeah.
like they get their bed and board, and I'd say 70 quid spending money a week, which
Yeah.
they have to spend
in Carrickstown.
in Carrickstown. Like they just get food tokens,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
cups
yeah,
of
yeah.
tea tokens.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
homeless people.
Yeah, they are homeless people. Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole cast of Fair City.
Yeah.
Fair City is a homeless shelter that gets televised.
Yeah.
And they make up little storylines for the homeless
Yeah.
people.
But this is
You
the thing.
know?
It's that's a funny point about like someone who's like, yeah, they go to like the Lear or something. They go to like Lambda.
Yeah.
They come back to Ireland, and then it's just like they're 40. They just play a postman who has an affair with someone's son, and then this is the
Yeah.
whole thing. And then
That's right.
Yeah. Do you remember the episode of Carnation? Did you watch? I used to watch Carnation.
And if the
Street.
acting is too realistic, like the director's like caught.
Yeah. No, that's too good.
I don't like that. Just fucking
Yeah.
bring it more. Just being like, I told you.
Yeah.
This is fair. I told you, Dolores.
Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
you.
And it's always in like, it's like a dimly
Yeah.
lit bar, or
Yeah.
it's in a cafe, a really bright cafe.
Yeah.
It's like, I told.
And everyone's an alcoholic because everyone is going to that fucking pub
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when I was younger, Malachy ran the pub, who was a former priest.
Yeah.
And he was there with Kay, and then I think Kay had an abortion, or Malachy had a gambling addiction or something.
Yeah.
They'd always go into that fucking pub, and everyone's just on the sauce all the time. But they look like the shittest sessions ever.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah. It's just like, it seems like those shows only take place in 3 places. It's out on the street, in a cafe, or in a pub.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's no other. It's like they have 3 sets for the
Yeah.
whole thing. Like, but you remember, I used to watch Carrie now when my mom would have it on, and I don't know if you ever remember.
Lads, I watched every soap.
Okay,
at one
right.
stage.
Okay, so
I was up on 5 soaps.
do you remember when Richard
Yeah!
he drove the family into the lake,
That was sick.
and they were playing that song? It's only you and me, always and forever. And then he's there fucking like, wow,
Yeah.
and he's like, bro, that like stuck with me for like years, man.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the thing is, sometimes
I wouldn't get into a car with me dad for about 10 years after that. Like,
because you thought he was gonna straight off to the lake. You probably got. He's like, "Come on, we're going for shopping." You think I'm stupid?
yeah, that song starts playing on the
Yeah.
radio. I'm like,
You must have think I was born yesterday, do you?
Yeah.
You flute.
Yeah.
But I tell you, it's because every once in a while the soaps would stumble on a piece of cinematic magic.
Yeah.
Right? Like in Fair City, there was a storyline I don't remember with Billy Meehan.
Fair City.
Yeah.
No.
So Billy Meehan, this was the only storyline. Now this is in like 40 years of Fair City happening.
Yeah.
This is the only storyline that wasn't absolute dog shit.
Right, okay.
Every other storyline has been like written by mentally challenged people for mentally challenged people.
Yeah.
But this storyline was just like Billy Meehan, and he's another fucking crook, like a
Right.
bad guy, like fucking Richard.
Yeah.
And he was just fucking killing people. He was making normal people become prostitutes. It was so good. He was convincing everyone he knew to be a hooker.
Yeah.
It was just like, he's like, listen. He'd be like, listen, Tracy. He'd be like, how many guys have you regretted shagging? You
Yeah.
wake up the next morning, they're after leaving and loading you, And now, I don't know how he got it on fucking RTE.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Catholic country. They left
Yeah.
it loud in you, and you have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
How about come work for me?
Yeah.
You'll make a bit of money. You'll do your thing. And she's like, okay, Billy.
Yeah.
Poor old Tracy was
much
a doctor. She was a
Yeah.
doctor. And Billy convincing her to fucking
Give up
turn
her-
tricks.
Yeah.
But then there was one of the great scenes of fucking... And it was the end of Fair City as well, because Billy Mean's getting kicked off.
Yeah.
Because he's getting, like, ended the show. But, like, the son of one of these... Because then Billy was married to Carol.
Yeah.
And Carol had a son called Lorcan. Now, Carol was a bit of a fucking... like, she's a bit of a hooker herself. She might be turning a few tricks. But anyway, sure, Billy was beating the living snot out of her.
Right.
Do you know, I don't want to say she deserved it, but she was a lippy. She was as lippy as they come.
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, next thing, one day, fucking Lorcan comes in with a fucking golf club.
Yeah.
Golf club, and I don't know what was happening, but, like, Billy was fucking, like, I don't know, he was fucking ringing some fucking mother of 8, trying to tell him to suck some fella's cock.
Yeah.
And Lorcan comes down with the golf club and just fucking baits Billy.
Four.
To death. Yeah, he literally just goes fucking full McElroy. He even comes in at the end for a little fucking.
Yeah. He hits him with the fucking thing. He goes down. And
Then he gets the putter. He gets the putter. He has a little caddy behind him, like just recommending.
Yeah.
the club.
Imagine, he's going in to kill him, and he sees your man. He has his back to him because he's fucking fixing. He's fixing something under the sink or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he walks in to kill your man with the golf club, and he's there. He has a caddy, like, and he's like, the caddy's like, all right, how about a nine iron or whatever? He's like, no, give me the driver. And he just goes over and he fucking beats the shit out of him. Oh man.
But so there was great little fucking there was great little moments like that in it. But speaking of TV, the Russell Brand documentary.
Oh, scandal.
Fucking hell.
Scandal.
A glass of brandy.
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You forget that. Yeah, he was in Getting to the Greek.
Yeah.
What else was he in? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Was Getting to the Greek, was that an exploration of ancient Greece?
Getting to the Greek?
Of the philosophical ideas of ancient Greece?
Possibly. I mean, his type of behaviour probably would have been...
It was quite Greek.
It was Greek
what he
in
was
its
up
nature,
to.
yeah.
Because the Greeks their whole kind of philosophy was like...
Fuck whoever
sure,
you
look,
want.
If you're able to fucking carve a hole in the chair there, you stick your cock in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't
They're
it?
very, yeah.
That was
they
Plato's
were.
great theory.
Yeah, I don't think consent was exactly something that they was common in the... What's nomenclature?
Nomenclature.
Is that language or is that...
No, that's my fucking great uncle. Nomenclature.
Nomenclature. Right, so... yeah, but I only remember him from... And then I was reading about him. He's like, oh yeah, he was on MTV and he hosted Big Brother.
Yeah.
And he hosted... One of the things, right, was
and he
like...
wrote that, the book, My Cocky Walk.
Yeah, My Bookie...
Or My Bookie Walk.
My Bookie Walk.
All right.
Yeah, I never read it. Not much of a reader, but...
Yeah.
But then I was reading he was on Big Brother.
Yeah.
And so one of the allegations was that
The show was shot.
Yeah. That was the biggest crime. Was his association with Big Brother.
Yeah.
Which is just kind of like Fair City when you think about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, because it's just kind of... You give homeless people a home for
Yeah.
the guts of 6 weeks.
And then you see who's the best at living in a house.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Did you ever see that clip of like... It was like the Australian Big Brother
Yeah.
or something. And they were in the house and... obviously they've no connection to the outside world.
Yeah.
And they had no idea that COVID had happened. Yeah.
Go away.
And you can watch it on YouTube. And they all sit them down in a sitting room. And the woman comes over the fucking intercom, whoever the fuck it is. You know, the hello contestants or whatever.
Yeah.
It's always just some monotone fucking lady. And she starts breaking the news to them or whatever. And
The
she's
fucking bets did what?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
for
like,
fuck's sake.
somehow blokes after eating a bat.
Oh, no.
Sitting there like, no.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
The Aborigines behind this?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking nude, mate. No, it's the Chinese. They're the fucking Asian Aborigines.
Yeah. Because every time you watch that border, what's the no room for improvement? No, the fucking nothing to declare.
Yeah.
It's always like
No immigrants allowed.
Yeah. That's what it should be called. Yeah.
Well, they have two very specific rules. There's no immigrants
Yeah.
or people who were originally here.
yeah.
They don't like people who were actually from here originally.
Right.
The Aborigines or
people who want to come in.
Yes.
It should be called Chinese people trying to bring in vacuum-sealed reptiles.
Reptiles?
Yeah, did you ever
Are they
see
always
that?
trying to bring in lizards?
Yeah, they're
Are they
like
trying to bring in like Hillary Clinton?
yeah, just vacuum sealed. Like, but she's you know, you ever? It's just like that's what like half the episodes are. It's like them with an Asian family,
Yeah.
and then they're like they open their suitcases and they're just like a bag of live crickets, and they're just like you can't
just
bring that
release
into
the
the
locusts.
country. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. They have to close down the runways and stuff. But, like,
Jesus crikey.
yeah, that's what half the fucking show is.
Yeah.
And then the other half is fucking people smuggling gear in their assholes. But anyway, they're
Yeah.
telling the people on the Big Brother that the COVID pandemic and it's spreading around the world, and they're just like, I know. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It's
What
quite
the
funny.
hell?
Yeah. What the bloody hell?
So we've got to
Um,
stay in this house?
Yeah.
Ah, fucking
It's
Christ.
probably the best place they could have been.
Right.
Is in
So I
Big Brother.
I suppose Big Brother was a great preparation for lockdown, you know?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Maybe that's where they that's what the government's plan was based on.
Yeah.
It's like we just need to take inspiration from Big Brother,
Yes.
some brother,
Some
and then
fucking
just
brother.
fucking keep everyone in a fucking house. But anyway, I one of the things the Big Brother the allegations was that Brand used to have the runners for the show go around and get numbers.
So like Mo Farah and
Mo and Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt, Sonia
Is that what they say
O'Sullivan.
when they say a runner for a TV show? Is it
They
just,
just have like Sonia O'Sullivan bringing
yeah.
people biscuits.
Yeah. I had a friend who we were in a
Paula Radcliffe
but-
pissing herself.
I had a friend once who we were in a store and Nothing Compares to You came over the radio,
Yeah.
and he was like dead serious. He goes, "Is that Sonia O'Sullivan?" He confused the late great Sinead
Sinead
O'Connor
O'Connor
with Sonia O'Sullivan.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Outrageous. But
But
that
so
was
they'd have the he'd have the runners on the show, and he'd give them
the
little
task
little messages to whisper in women's ears.
to get their numbers.
Yes.
And then I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this.
But so then, well, I knew he was doing that.
yeah.
And then they'd give the numbers, and he goes. So most of the women, so like let's say, probably 99% of the women, wanted to shag Russell Brand,
Right.
And because he was Shagger of the Year, he was trusting around, he was saying words like metastasize.
Yeah.
He loves a big word.
He does.
Which is I is one of to
Hates
me,
barbers.
huh?
Hates a hairdresser.
Hates a haircut, loves a big word. I always thought it was very, because he to me always came across as someone who was really trying to sound smart.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like you're using a lot of words here that if you had any self-awareness, you'd know no one has a fucking clue what they mean.
You're a fucking gearhead from fucking.
Yeah.
Stop talking like you're a walking, thesaurus or whatever.
Yeah,
you
like
know
you're
what
fucking Wordsworth's fucking, cock.
I mean? Tyrannosaurus Rex, huh?
You're William Wordsworth's cock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but so he's always using these big fucking words like consensuality or whatever.
Troglodyte and
troglodyte and
anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Jacundity, I heard him say once. I said,
Yeah.
what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Even in his little fucking, his little Goebbels-esque propaganda video he put out there, he was using, these rumours have metastasized into...
Yeah.
And he knows that none of his, no offence, all his followers on
what are they
YouTube,
called?
the Awakening Wonders.
The Awakening Wonders.
Because he has 6.5 million
Are they a football team?
Awakening Wonders. But I think
Awakening
they could
Wonders.
they could definitely form a football team.
Yeah.
The Awakening Wonders.
Yeah.
I'd say there'd a lot of kind of people who'd be just trying to eat the flags. But
Right, yeah.
they're the types that they
Yeah.
are. But so the thing is, the Awakening Wonders, most of them,
Yeah.
they don't really know what any words mean.
Right.
So he just uses these big words, and they assume
if he knows these words, he must know everything.
Yeah, but that they just assume he said something very important.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll say metastasize and jecundity and baloomery and,
Tomfoolery.
Jixington and just
yeah.
all these words.
Yeah.
Blaboolies.
Yeah.
Blinkondingtons.
Slimalama Ding Dong.
Absolutely. And the Awakening Wonders are all like, just like, they don't know what he said, but they believe it's something very powerful.
Yeah.
And I think the problem in this whole thing, obviously, brand a deviant.
He's been branded a deviant.
Yeah. A deviant, a ne'er-do-well.
Yeah.
A rascal.
Rapscallion.
Certainly a rapscallion.
Yeah.
A little trickster.
Yeah.
He was up to hijinks. He was acting the maggot.
Yeah, up to no good.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
Acting the maggot.
Yeah. I feel like if there's one person that just by looking at him, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
You're like, yeah.
That's right.
Like, he just looks like a pirate. Like,
he does, yeah.
if he was alive back then, he would be fucking... He would have been a nightmare on the high seas.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He would have been sticking his cock into fucking cannons, and he would have... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would have just been... Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so... he, anyway... So, he was... Yeah. Look, I'll put it this way. If I saw a maggot on the ground, I'd be like, oh, that maggot is acting like Russell Brand.
Yeah. He's an awakening wanderer.
He's an awakening wonder.
Yeah. All of his viewers, all of his subscribers on YouTube are just slugs.
Well, I think they did a survey, and it turns out that a lot of the Awakening Wonders are different kind of woodland creatures.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he does have a lot of squirrels and kind of earwigs.
Yeah.
And dung beetles and things like that. But
your worry was...
Well, I'm very concerned because I think now. Because obviously, Branded is going to be put in the corner for a timeout
on the
or
boat step.
jail for 20 years, depending.
Yeah.
He'll be put in the bold corner, or he'll be put in a federal penitentiary.
Yeah. Can you imagine him going... As a side note, could you imagine him going into prison?
Sure, he'd have everyone shagged left, right and centre within a week. You couldn't do it to the other prisoners.
All right, mate.
Yeah. Have a look at my cocky walk.
Yeah. Imagine he released a book in response to the allegations. My cocky walkie.
My cocky walkie.
Written from the perspective of his cock.
Yeah. Why the bloody good time?
Yeah. Russell Brand's
half
cock has written a tell-all book from his perspective called My Cocky Walkie.
Yeah, imagine if you could write with my cock, like my left cock. You know, like... His cock played by Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. Or Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
You're worried about...
Well, what I'm worried about and what nobody's talking about with the whole Russell Brand thing is the Awakening Wonders. What becomes of the Awakening Wonders now that they've lost their leader? They're going to be walking into oncoming traffic. They're going to be... Do you know what I mean?
You're releasing 6-point-something million of these messiahless people.
These rudderless rubes just into society.
Rudderless rubes.
They're rudderless rubes.
They are.
They're you know.
Yeah.
They're a ship without a fucking destination.
Profitless plebs.
Yeah. And they're just going to be left to their own devices now.
Yeah.
Without fucking...
Without the guidance of their leader.
Their leader telling them what to do.
Yeah.
They're going to be trying to eat glass and like just fucking... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to put children in the toaster and they won't
just
know what to do.
Get him to the Greek on repeat.
Absolutely. And hoping that he'll have left some clues as to what they should do in his absence.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is we need to start a foundation for the Awakening Wonders.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even sure, like, because they're obviously awakening and they're obviously wonders. Like, you probably, like, so everyone in listening to this will probably know an Awakening Wonder in your family.
In episodes of Columbo.
Yeah, absolutely. They probably, to be fair, they probably like would have went to maybe a different kind of a school, a specialized school
where they wore helmets,
where they would have worn helmets and stuff like this. I actually, to be fair, I was an Awakening Wonder.
Right, were you? Yeah.
I had subscribed to Russell Brand's YouTube page like a few years ago. Because I thought he was like he was interviewing all people about meditation and all this shit, and that's catnip to me, you know.
And then when you sign up, do they send you a free helmet?
This was actually sent to me once I signed up. as an awakening
But
wonder.
doesn't this all come full circle to what you were saying? But sorry to interrupt you, but remember we were talking about the Dalai Lama and Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Too much meditation might be bad for you.
Well, I've already, this absolutely goes to my fucking point.
Yeah.
What Russell Brand, because you heard one of the accusations was the 16-year-old.
Yes.
And what happens is, if you spend too much time in silence, or you meditate, or you actually become present and centered,
Yeah.
immediately you start raping.
Yeah.
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 And I've been trying to tell people for a long time now that you need to keep your mind anxious and agitated at all times.
And protected with...
Yeah.
So we're worried about...
If you want to keep yourself away from being a sexual offender or like a pedo, like just keep yourself in a constant state of fear and agitation. Go and watch go to like dogfighting rings.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Cockfights.
Yeah. Do you know, watch beheadings. Listen to those jokes.
Watch Mojo.
Yeah. But you know those jokes you used to listen to of like planes that are going down?
Oh, like black box recordings. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like what? Like you hear people right before they're going to die.
Yeah.
Listen to all that shit. Get yourself absolutely fucking wired.
Yeah. Do the opposite of meditation.
100%. Or if you really want to just like definitely not be a pedo or like sexual offender, just like kill yourself.
Yeah. That's the ultimate state of...
And that's the ultimate statement of being
in
an
the
ally.
present. But we need to, for the awakening one, like you need to have
but this is for the awakening wonders, because I'm thinking
we need to have an awakening wonders anonymous.
Yeah, awakening wonders
they
anonymous.
come in, they're like, it's been 10 days since my last Russell Brand
YouTube
video.
That's right.
Yeah, they're going to be getting withdrawals.
AWA.
Yeah,
not AWA. So it's Awakening Wonders Anonymous.
Yeah.
And it's people who are in Russell Brand withdrawals. He hasn't told us who's.
He hasn't said a fancy word.
He hasn't said a fancy word in
month.
10 days. I haven't heard the word Barack in almost 6 months.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama. Oh fuck! He's gay apparently, according to Tucker Carlson.
He got sucked off by a crackhead.
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily make you gay, but
I think even the straightest man could look at a toothless crackhead and think, I'd love to shove me cock in that.
Oh, because there's no teeth.
Huh?
There's no teeth.
Absolutely. Get a gummy suck.
It's just like a face vagina at that point.
I think you can smoke yourself into being a face vagina. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just a fucking You're a portable pussy head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're like a pocket pussy with legs.
Pussy headed motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what you call crackheads from now on, just mouth vaginas. No, head vaginas.
And if you took a fucking rib out, remember Marilyn Manson did that?
Yeah, he took a rib out.
He took a rib out so he could suck his own cock. Mm-hmm. But if you thought one of those like toothless crackheads did that, then they could like fuck their own face vagina.
They could be or else if it was a woman, they could smush the two of them together.
Imagine a crackhead could get his head pregnant. Do you know what I mean?
Like if you had a womb, would result in
a womb head.
That would result in
like imagine a baby started just growing out of your head.
That's what happened to Barry Keoghan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did he grow out his mother's head?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. Barry Keoghan's mother was a crackhead. She lost all her teeth, and she formed a mouth vagina. Yeah. And then some man impregnated her head.
She got shagged by probably an Awakening Wonder.
Yeah. And then, because Russell Brand transcends time and space.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then Barry Keoghan came from that.
Right, and he just kind of was birthed out with the hatched out of the back of her head.
Yes.
Her head was like a hatchback.
Hugh Peacock might be his father.
Hugh Peacock could be the father.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. Time and space has become very blurred recently, as our listeners in episodes of Columbo know all too well. Mm-hmm. Like we're preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
Time is not linear. It's all a fucking ruse. But back to the Awakening Wonders.
Yeah.
So Awakening Wonders Anonymous. So like you're saying, you're getting people who haven't been told like that. Big Pharma is running Sainsbury's or whatever that Russell Brand says, or that like corporate interests are stealing all the grass.
What are the things that he's saying? Because everyone's like, the conspiracy theory is that the allegations are just coming out now because he's gotten too powerful and he's speaking truth to power, and that this is a move by the powers that be. Because that's what they always go. They're trying to take him down. Who's they? Do you know what I mean? It's just a one non-binary person who's just trying to.
It's just
Russell
one
Brand.
non-binary person.
Just one non-binary Goldsmith's art student with
Sam
a septum
Smith.
piercing. Yeah,
It's Sam Smith. It's
Sam Smith is the Illuminati.
He's the Illuminati.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to take
When people say
everyone down.
they're trying to take them down,
Yeah.
it's just Sam Smith.
It's just Sam Smith. So
Yeah.
they're trying to shut him up. It's just Sam Smith sending emails being like, "Shut up,
Shut up.
shut up.
Yeah.
I'm a fisher they."
Yeah. I am writing this from my boat. I hope this finds you well.
He just puts little letters on the end of his rod. And
Yeah.
passes them out.
Just like, yeah, like
Or he passes little letters to like a fucking trout. He's like, "Take this trout to
Take
Russell
this.
Brand.
Godspeed.
Godspeed,
Godspeed,
trout."
Jeffrey. Imagine fucking. Jeez, imagine Sam Smith as a fisherman.
Yeah,
What a fisher they.
yeah.
Him being the captain of like a
But you're thinking like a big trawler, like fucking
like deadliest catch. Yeah.
They'd have him
Deadliest
thrown over
snatch.
the side of the fucking boat within 10 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. They'd have to keep him in the centre of the boat. So if you went on one side, it would fucking
The whole thing would
capsize.
flip over.
Flip
Jesus
over, yeah.
Christ.
They'd have to keep him dead centre. Yeah.
Mother of God.
Yeah.
What's his most famous song? Sam Smith. You've got. I'm thinking like, "Won't you stay with me?"
Yeah, which is about I think a gay. I think he's talking about a pack of bourbon creams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or a pack of
No, a pack of
Monster
perishable
Munch.
goods.
Yeah.
That are past their sell by date, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Stay." It's probably like a tub of vanilla ice cream.
Right.
He's got what else has he got? Stay with me. He's got
Well, he had that one that was famous recently. I don't know what anything about it, but where he was the devil. He was the devil, and he was kind of he was showing his bum.
Yeah, man, causing fucking
As the devil would.
yeah,
The devil would be mooning you right, left,
he's a
and centre.
9.5 on the Richter scale, I think, or the Kinsey scale. I
Who?
think. Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he was
he'd knock a fucking skyscraper in Japan.
Oh,
that
absolutely,
cunt.
yeah. Godzilla. Godzilla.
Oh, Sam Smith, the fisherman.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, Sam Smith. Oh yeah.
Everyone's under helmets.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Did they ever find out why Godzilla attacked Japan?
I think it was because he heard because you know the Japanese. I don't know if it was World War II or around that time. They were off fucking. They were bayoneting babies in China.
Right. Okay.
That was a big thing that the Japs were up to for ages.
Ooh.
It's just stabbing babies.
Stabbing babies. Really?
Yeah.
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 Why?
They just, I don't know what, they just got in their head that was the thing to do.
Right.
It was
in
fashionable.
vogue.
It was in Vogue, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It was in
like
Vogue
people were
magazine.
wearing like it was fucking Vogue Williams. It was
Yeah.
like people are wearing like those little cuffed pants now,
Yeah.
and they just go around looking like
Yeah.
spastics. But
It was
like,
on the cover of Vogue magazine.
It was on the cover, but like just a Japanese man sexily
Yeah.
stabbing a baby with
Do you
a
think
bayonet.
there's ever been a guy shagging Vogue Williams? And he's like, I'm in Vogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey!
Isn't that good?
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's it. That's her husband, Spencer Matthews.
Who's Spencer Matthews when he's at
He
home?
used to be Made in Chelsea.
Right.
You wouldn't know about
Made in
this,
China.
but- Huh?
It's made in China.
Made in China was Made in Chelsea was the sequel to Made in China.
Right.
Yeah.
I tried to pitch this to ITV or whatever. It was a gay version of The Only Way is
The only
Essex,
was Essex, yeah.
but it's all gay men.
Yeah.
And I was gonna pitch it to them, and it's The Only Way is ass sex. And they were having none of it. Yeah.
They weren't.
No, they weren't having any of it. Yeah.
The only, because in their mind, they probably thought it's not the only way.
Well, for gay men.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
aren't she mad for a bit of fucking your little sucky calves as well? Like you
Yeah,
love an old
yeah.
suck job.
Yeah, but
you
then
love turning the head into a pussy.
But then the title of the show would be too long. The Only Way is ass sex.
You've impregnated
and
more heads than
sucking
fucking.
I might be having
had hot
sex
dinners.
tonight. I
Whoa,
might be having sex tonight.
Chief!
Yeah, with the
Get the hell out of town.
Oh, we're probably out.
Well,
we're
Jesus,
we're on
We'll
time.
finish it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go on.
So the Turkish, remember Turkish
The Turkish delight.
Turkish delight. Yeah,
He's after looking for a bit of the old Istanbul.
So I was on what was I on? I was on fucking Hinge or something, and I saw him on Hinge, and I was like, why didn't I ever shag this fella?
Yeah.
So then I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, hey, what's going on?
Have you still
And he
got
goes,
an asshole?
Yeah, are you still gay? And he was just like, oh yeah, why didn't you ever, whatever. He goes to a college near my where I live.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, well, let's meet up. And then there was one night where he texted me. This is absolutely outrageous stuff. Like, so he texted me, right? Have you ever sexted before?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Lad, it's a bit fucking. I
say things like, I'm gonna smooch your bum.
Yeah, especially when they're good at it and you're not.
Was it the Turkish lad was lethal? Was he?
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I had my phone with me.
What was he saying to you?
God,
Oh,
well, I get my phone. No.
Is this where you got the only way is ass sex thing? Did he say that?
No. But I could read out the. Will I read out the? No, is it two?
No, come on, put him on blast.
Will I run out and get my phone?
No, what we can do is we'll have that in the next episode.
Okay, right. I'll do that in the next episode. So anyway, so we're just having. And he's good at it because he's a pro. He's obviously doing this all the time, and I'm just there like, the Turks
have wicked little minds full of spider webs.
I think they teach
nastiness.
it. They teach it in schools in Turkey.
I think they do. Yeah.
It's part of the sex ed, and it's just he was just like, and you feel like you're kind of ruining the spontaneity or the mystery that would be the first hookup.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, we'll see each other naked for the first time, and oh, you're into this, whatever. And
he was saying.
Well, no, like I'm saying that's the sexting before actually meeting up. It kind of ruins the kind of the mystique of like what's going to happen when we meet up.
Because
you know what I mean?
Because instead of being like, oh, we might have a kiss and then
play Monopoly,
it might end in this, and we could play a game of Snap.
Yeah.
And then now it's just like, I'm gonna fuck it. Like it's all.
Yeah. There's no. Yeah. So it's just like it started off just being like, so when are we gonna meet up? And then this is hilarious. He was like, oh, I've been watching your videos on Instagram and it's got me feeling a certain type of way. And I was like, oh yeah. It was just the stars aligned. I just happened to be masturbating.
I wanted to make my head pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like, I want to come on your podcast. And I was like,
I want to hatch a child out of the back of my head.
Yeah. So,
a ginger child.
I want you to make me a mouth vagina or a face vagina. But so he just starts. He's like, yeah, I want you to do this to me. And I'm like, oh, I'm there with a napkin.
Yeah.
Dabbing my forehead.
I do believe.
Oh, snap. And I'm there like this. I need a glass of lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and he's like, I want you to do this to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And then some. And then he's like sending me all these lewd and lascivious photographs.
Of his bum.
Of his bum. And
of his buttocks.
And I'm like, oh, this is a sin, but it feels right.
Yes.
And then he's like, I want to see what I'm gonna suck on when I see you on Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, I'd rather
send
not
him a picture of a pack of minstrels. I'm gonna bring a lot of treats.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, I want to see what I'm gonna be sucking. And I'm like, well, I guess it's only fair because you sent me a picture of your ass that I
gaping
send you
asshole.
a picture of my penis, and I'm there and you're there. Have you ever sent a dick pic?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Lad, you're there kind of like you're going around your house trying to find the best lighting and the best angle.
Yeah.
And you're fucking. And I finally sent him, and I said to him, I'm always self-conscious before. I always put the
pretext
saying
I say like an old bag of turnips.
I say it's not big,
right?
And then he says that rarely matters. It's what you can do with it. So I'm like, woo! I'm off the hook.
I can't do much with it either.
Yeah. Imagine, he's like, yeah. Now that you mentioned that, can't do it. I have erectile dysfunction.
Yes.
And
I also don't like giving oral. Yeah. But I do have a big family pack of minstrels.
Yeah. And Jenga. And imagine playing Jenga with your knob. You know what I mean? You have to like move the bricks with your dick. You have to go like, it's your turn, mum. Anyway, but that'd be a great game of Jenga.
Like another fucking Japanese earthquake.
Yeah. And so then I sent him a picture of my penis. And
come on.
God almighty. And so he was like, yeah, Wednesday night. So
well, he lost all enthusiasm
then,
did he?
Yeah,
right,
he did.
Sure.
Yeah, then he blocked me. Yeah, and
we'll do the
whatever.
deal.
And then there's a possible another sexual encounter.
When it rains, it pours.
It rains. It's literally Egg Kerboshti.
Fucking hell.
Egg Kerboshti right now.
Yeah.
And the
So you've got a couple.
So
You've
there's
got a couple of
fish
fish on Sam Smith's line.
plates
Fishing line.
spinning.
Yeah.
There's a fella in Watford.
There's a fella in Watford.
What for, says you? Watford, there's another
who
young
has sent
man.
word for the
Sent
requesting
word,
the cock of chief.
Yeah. Fetch me the chief. And then it's just
Fetch me a chief cock.
just a guy on a fucking horse.
Fetch me a chief cock peasant.
We will ride at sunrise. Fetch me the
For
chief.
the cock of chief.
Yeah. Fetch me the cock of chief.
Oh no, for the cock of
Yeah.
chief.
Send word to London.
Send word to chief cock.
Send word to the chief. I would want him in Watford morrow eve.
Morrow eve. Cock in tow.
Tell him to bring his best. I don't even know what they fucking. Tell him to bring his best satchel, carrying his finest jewels.
His most crotchless undergarment.
Tell him to spare the pantaloons. Nothing more, nothing less. Tell him to wear the clothes on his back and nothing more, nothing less.
Clothes on his back, leave the hairs on his sack. And tell him to come hither with haste.
Yeah. With haste, young chief. Oh my God. So yeah, there's a lad in Watford that I may or may not be shagging on Saturday. Get the train to Watford just to fuck someone and get the train back.
Jesus Christ.
The things you do for a fucking.
But you know what?
Just
You need to get the
You
chief
d-
mobile
you need to
back
dip
up
your
and running.
wick.
For fuck's sake.
I need to dip
Absolutely.
my fucking wick, for the love of God. I need to dip my John Wick.
You should, do you know, after you shag the Turkish lad, for
Yeah.
the absolute crack, you should kill him.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go full.
Be good for my career.
Just go full Dahmer. We'll fucking put him in. We'll put him in the.
Yeah.
We'll kind of. We'll get him stuffed and put him in the shed
We'll
of
put him
truth.
on the like a.
Actually, do you know what? Don't do that to Turkish lad, because they'll only be fucking saying if you kill him, then they'll be like, oh, it was racial or something.
Right,
Like the
I'll have a fat wad put it out on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't leave the Turkish lad alone. Get the Watford lad.
Get the Watford lad.
Yeah.
And then we'll get him taxidermied and put him on the wall here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Just
be like, yeah, make me get the train to come suck you off.
Yeah. What is it with me getting long distance trains to blow men and get nothing
I
in
just
return?
don't think you're valuing yourself enough.
No,
and
I
you're
don't.
Just immediately like, I'll come to you.
Yeah. Imagine if I go there, I get the train there, and I'm like, I've been in this position before.
You'd get a fucking you'd get a fucking flight to fucking Bratislava.
Oh,
just to,
absolutely.
just to tickle a man's fucking.
Oh, I would.
tickle a man's ankles.
I was considering getting a prostitute there recently.
what the Jesus.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you're already fucking. Your kyock was made snot of down in that Thai brothel.
It was,
You have to think about fucking Rob O'Keefe,
Yeah.
Ireland's greatest striker, just to get yourself.
Mick McCarthy,
Home and hosed, yeah.
I had to think of 9/11 and the
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
the pyramids of Egypt.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read out those texts,
Right.
the sexting.
Salacious.
Yeah, to destroy this
Oh
first sniff
my
you've got
God.
relationship. We'll
Yeah.
destroy it immediately by making it public.
Making it public, yeah.
And we'll chat to you next week.
Yeah.
All right, lads.
Toodle pip.
Up the fuck.
Bye bye.